If you love the Google search engine, but you need to find evidence-based academic information for your college work, try Google Scholar. To get here, you can type scholar.google.com in the URL bar, or from the regular Google web search page, you can choose More, and you'll find Scholar here. Now, before we start searching, a word about how this compares to the Academic Search Premier database that the library provides for you. First, Google Scholar covers more types of items. Academic Search Premier primarily covers articles. If we take a look at About Google Scholar, we can see that along with the articles, Google Scholar will point us to academic theses and dissertations, and books and chapters in academic books. We can also choose to include or exclude patents from our search as well. Secondly, Academic Search Premier includes lots of articles from what we'd call the popular press, magazines and newspapers, along with the articles from the academic journals. Google Scholar claims to include only scholarly work, articles and books that are coming from academic publishers, professional societies, online repositories, and universities. Thirdly, Academic Search Premier covers about 8,000 English language publications, and that's a lot. But Google Scholar covers many thousands more than that from all over the world, so if you need a really thorough search, you may find articles here that are not covered in Academic Search Premier. If we take a quick look at some results, and I'll turn off the patents here, you can see another very important difference between Google Scholar and the library's databases. Remember that Google Scholar doesn't provide you with the articles itself. It just points you to websites where the article or book may be found. This link will take us to the website of the journal Nature. This link will take us to the website of the American Psychological Association. This one would take us to the website of the scientific publisher Elsevier. And very often what happens when you click on an item and go out to that website is that all you get is the summary of the article, the abstract. And if you ask for the full text, it will ask you to log in if you're a subscriber, or to purchase the article. Since Google Scholar does not own any copyright, you'll only get the full text of an article if the copyright holder is unusually generous and posts it for free. So library databases like Academic Search Premier will generally give you a better hit rate of articles that you can actually have in full text. That said, when you see a link out here, either HTML or PDF, that usually does take you to a free full text article. Okay, let's take a look at some search features. I'll try man-eating predators here. Now, we don't get actual subject headings in Google Scholar, so be sure to take a look around your results to see if additional terms come up that you might want to include in your search. Here we have large carnivores. Now, that might be useful. Now, we can use all our regular Google search features in Scholar, so I'll add in or carnivores. Remember that when you capitalize the or, it will search for items with either term on each side of the or. If I specifically want that exact phrase that was used, large carnivores, instead of just any old carnivores, I can use the quotation marks to specify an exact phrase search. Now notice that I'm getting some pretty old items right at the top of my list. But as soon as we search something, we get this box here where we can control the publication date range. I'll ask for items published after 2000. Also notice that in this box, I can choose whether I want to include in my list items that are just citations from the reference lists of other articles, or if I only want to see articles that at least have that little abstract, the summary. Here's an example of an item that is just a citation from another article that's in the database. And notice that this item itself is not a scholarly item, it's a newspaper report. I'll turn off those citations. Notice that with this topic I'm getting lots of articles with full text links now, and if I click into the website for this one from the Public Library of Science, they'll give me the full article, and this is pretty common. When they will give you the full article, they may also offer you a PDF version in which you'll see the article just as it looked in the original publication. But that's not always the case. If I click into this one from Bio 1, all I get is the abstract, the summary of the article, and the references. And if I ask for the full text, it will ask for my login or allow me to purchase the article from them. So here's what to do if you want an article that you find in Google Scholar that's not in full text. First, check to see if the article is available in our Academic Search Premier database. Just copy the title, open Academic Search Premier, and paste the title in the search box. If the article is not full text in Academic Search Premier, then you're welcome to use our Interlibrary loan service to obtain a copy. Look around the web page for the article to find the information that you need. You will need to give us the ISSN, so be sure to find that. Now, a final note about the scholarliness of Google Scholar. In my original search just for man-eating predators, take a look at the first item that came up, Monster of God by David Quayman. Now that's a great book, and the author is an award-winning science writer who does a good job of meticulously documenting his sources. It's quite a credible source as well as a great read. But this book is what we would call popular science. It's written for the interested layperson. So if you really need something that's scholarly in the stricter sense, something written by PhD-level researchers for other experts in the field, this probably wouldn't qualify. Monster of God is probably in Google Scholar because quite a few articles in academic journals cite it. Okay, we're almost done, but just take a quick look at the advanced search in Scholar. Along with the usual Google advanced search features, where we can put in exact phrase, we can exclude terms, we can search for our terms just in the title of the article, and we can set the date range. A feature that you might find useful is to limit your search to just the journals that focus in one of these academic subject areas. So have fun with Google Scholar, and if you run into any difficulties with it or need help finding what you need for interlibrary loan, be sure to ask your librarian. We promise not to bite.